Jay Gross here. I've been asked by Mark and Eric, two guys and, I believe it's two nerds and a computer, to do this month's Tech Talk that they've got coming in with an article on. Evidently they saw me present over at Kent, and they have a monthly forum where they have people come in and talk about technology that they've used to connect with students and students responded to and had all kinds of fun with. So I've been tweeting back and forth with Mark, getting it all set, and finally I've had a chance to sit down in my classroom, nobody around to bug me, so I could do this for you guys. So here goes. As I read through this, they were looking for some technology that we've shared with students that students responded to really well and we got some positive feedback with. So I'm going to grossify it a little bit and keep this really basic, because I've been involved in a lot of cases and instances where I've spoken and people try to out-tech each other somewhat of there's this. And I mean, I can do that. I can do that because I'm looking here last night, and then when I was driving in, I kind of laughed to myself. Down here in the bottom corner, it's probably kind of tough to see, but it's called a new app called P-Run. And when you click on it and you're on your way into a movie, you put the title of the movie on it and stick your phone in your pocket, leave it on vibrate, and it will vibrate and tell you when boring spots of the movie are coming up. So if you need to run out to the bathroom, the concession stand, whatever it is, you're not going to miss anything. So that's how crazy this world of apps and tech is getting. So I want to keep it basic. And my most basic piece of advice that I can give, what's worked for me over countless years, is I'll be honest with you, I stick to social media, I stick to Facebook. I'm on it, I allow my students on it, their parents, their friends, and I'll get to the pros and cons of it here in a second, but I just kind of want to tell you why I do what I do. I firmly believe, my keynotes, a lot of my sessions, even when I stress, relationships are the key to everything. It's not the technology. It's the relationships between the people using that technology and how it's affected. One thing I do know is I have created a lot of relationships using social media, using technology that I didn't even have because I didn't have the kids in class. One such example is I'm on Facebook, and I noticed that one of our cross-country runners was on there. This a couple years back. I believe she was a sophomore. And I copied the URL for the article in the paper on her, caught her on Facebook, said, hey, this is an absolutely phenomenal article. Can't wait to have you in class. We opened up a line of dialogue. She asked me what my class was like. She asked me some of the things. Then I asked her, of course, is what have some of the kids been saying? What do the kids talk about? What are they scared of? What are you scared of as a person? And we had a great conversation. So then I remember the next year I'm popping through my class list. I see the name. I look up, and here's this kid sitting there smiling at me. Became one of my closest students. We still maintain contact now that she's gone off to college and doing phenomenal things. Let's flip it then. Let's go down to, I hear a lot of times with 8th grade classes coming in, oh, it's the worst ever. Oh, these kids, discipline problems. These kids don't care. Okay, I start listening for common name or names. And if I can find that person on Facebook, friend them, start talking to them, especially being a Clash of Clans player and Clash Royale player and Words with Friends player that I am. I invite them into the Sheptown 811 clan that I created. And I think it's a very powerful way to get to know kids and teach them some things. Now, a lot of people will go, waste of time, all it does is steal money from you with gems and different things like this. But hold on a second. I got a couple of those names, and I grabbed those kids, pulled them into the clan, and we have a no swearing clause. We have a type out your words, try to stay away from text chat so we get used to talking to people properly. And teamwork, share, be responsible, be there when we're at war, get your attacks in, be there to donate. I have had students stop in the hallway and talk to me on the way to a class, and they'll say, hey, Mr. G, are we going to war tonight at 7 o'clock? And I'll look right at them, and I have no idea who this kid is. Then they'll give me their username or their call sign, and I'm like, oh, my God. I give them a high five or a fist, and we start talking. And I got a relationship, and I haven't even laid eyes on this kid yet. One of the things I like is I'm pretty maxed out on a lot of my stuff with a Town Hall 10. And, Mr. Gross, can I have a dragon? How's your grades? How's your school? You've been helping your mom at home. Been doing all these kinds of things. You've been kind. Didn't miss any practices. Didn't miss any homework. All right, you can have a P.E.K.K.A. or a Golem or a Max Dragon from me, or, yeah, you can even get those bowlers I just got. So we'll see. But if you're a turd, I'm going to treat you like a turd. But it's a great way to open conversations. And Clash Royale, same thing. Now we've got tournaments. I got more kids trying to come in. But Facebook, to me, is one of the primaries because there's so much communication, and I know that my good friend Gary Aboud talks about branding. People get to see and know me through Facebook. They get to know I love being around kids, around the school, around animals, how much my family means to me, the way I travel around the country talking to teachers. It's a way to let them establish a relationship with me. It has been amazing when they know that when my wife and I foster and adopt kids, the kids that have had problems with foster care, been in foster care, been out of foster care, been adopted, I have dialogue I might not have. Now, I know that there's the red flags go up. And some of the red flags are, well, privacy. I understand all about privacy. I'm willing to risk, because if it's going to aid and help a kid and have a kid get to know me and we can establish a relationship and then that learning can take place and I can help that kid in my classroom, I'll take that one hands down, because I'm not sharing everything on Facebook. Second one is, what's a 50-plus-year-old old man doing on Facebook with a bunch of young kids? Okay, let me clarify this right now. I'm not a pedophile. Number one, I have to have a letter stating I'm not a pedophile to be a foster parent, take my own son on a field trip at my own school district where I've been for 25 years. So I'm not a pedophile. Here's the other thing. I'm not doing anything wrong. If somebody wants to FOIA my Facebook account, my Twitter account, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my phone, period, please do. I have nothing to hide. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, building kids up, trying to find a way to make them feel like when they graduate from Shepherd High School, there's a possibility they can walk on clouds. They can do anything they want if they attack life. And we build them up and give them the confidence, and the confidence to realize that it's okay to fail. I like seeing those posts every once in a while where you can tell a kid's struggling, something happened, message them behind the scenes, or give them a tweet, give them a text, and just say flat out, hey, you look like you're kind of bummed. Anything I can do to listen? And that stems back to having, over my 25-year career, I've lost 15 students who've passed away, whether through disease, accidents, or they've taken their own lives. And I use those in my keynotes, I use those in my sessions. But I'm telling you right now, if you think for 1 second, the 0.5% of educators out there that abuse technology and their status as an educator to violate a student or students, and you think I'm going to let that 0.5% for 1 second dictate my life and how I live it, you don't know me and you're sadly mistaken. I'll do anything I can to connect with kids. I'll do anything I can to reach out to them and realize, hey, there's somebody there that really does care. He's going to push me. He's going to drive me to be better than what I am. But you know what? His heart's in the right place. And that's kind of how I come at you with Facebook, Twitter. I love posting about kids' accomplishments, state championships, different things like that. Build them up. I'm still trying to finish it this summer to get it back up and running, but I do this column called Hey There Shepherd, and it's taken a moment to recognize those unsung heroes. I started it a while ago and it got tailored off, but I need to pick that back up, because highlighting people that don't normally they're not in the limelight and they could easily go unnoticed speaks volumes, because it's an amazing world we've got out here with technology, and it's all in how we use it. So Mark, Eric, I kind of hope that's what you're looking for, because my highlight is simply social media and how I connect with my students. I've got all the toys and everything that I can come out and come back at you with, but that's the one that's near and dear to my heart, and I wanted to share with you guys today. So I hope it's what you're looking for. So once again, so very honored to be featured on Two Men and a Nerd. I did think of 2 Men in that channel, but so happy to be featured on the Two Nerds and a Computer. If you get a chance, people, check out this site, see how they're doing, because Eric and Mark, I hope sometime we get to sit down for dinner, do some serious talking. You seem like the kind of guys I definitely love to talk to. So wishing you all my very best and then some in this crazy world of education and technology we live in. Take the best of care.